28th of May, 1888. Celtic 5, Rangers 2. Team lineup: Dolan, Michael; Pearson, Eddie; Kelly, James; McLaughlin, James; Maley, Willie; Murray, Philip; Gorevin, Charlie; Madden, Johnny; Dunbar, Michael; McCallum, Neil; Maley, Tom. I'm sorry, but I don't appear to have the Rangers team at hand. The scorers are officially noted on the official Celtic site as Neil McCallum, as Celtic's first ever goal scorer; James Kelly, second goal scorer, Celtic's first ever captain; Tom Maley with the third; Tom Maley with the fourth; and then just Maley with the fifth. Given that Willie Maley scored with the same frequency as the current Celtic team scored penalty kicks, I think it's fair to suggest that Tom Maley got the fifth and therefore scored Celtic's first ever hat-trick that day. Neil McCallum, Celtic's first ever goal scorer, lies in an unmarked grave in Bowen Hill Church Cemetery. Tom Maley lies in the same section of St Kentigern's as James McLaughlin, less than 50 yards away, currently, at least, in an unmarked grave. Michael Dolan, Celtic's first goalkeeper, lies in an unmarked grave in Old Monkland Cemetery. With the cooperation and assistance of many people, but especially the Dolan, Maley and McCallum families, we hope to also mark these graves, so that the first ever Celtic team will be honoured. Today though, we're here to remember Springburn born James McLaughlin. Most current records will tell you that James McLaughlin played for Celtic in that first game as a fullback and then had 3 Scottish Cup games as a goalkeeper. Appearances for Celtic: 3, shutouts 1. The facts of his playing record are somewhat different though. He, alongside Michael Dolan, Phil Murray, Michael Dunbar, all played in Celtic's first 3 matches. We were unbeaten. James McLaughlin played in his career in 3 matches against Rangers. Unbeaten. In Celtic's first ever season, James played in 11 matches in all, culminating in the victory on the 11th of May 1888 as the Glasgow North Eastern Cup was won by defeating Cowlairs 6-1. The medal won by James that day is still treasured by the McLaughlin family. Now, James started his career as a fullback but became a goalkeeper. How did that happen? In the match before he started in goal, in that victory against Cowlairs, Celtic played in the Glasgow Merchants Charity Cup and lost 5-2 against Renton on May the 4th, 1889. The match report says, for the losers, Kelly at half-back played a great game, frequently covering the mistakes of McLaughlin at back. Thankfully, that refers to W. McLaughlin and not James. James took over in goal from John Kelly. The next day, the next game, the next week, Celtic won their first trophy by winning the Glasgow North Eastern Cup. James McLaughlin took over in goal that day and stayed in goal for the rest of that first season. He then played 37 games in Celtic's second season. One of those matches, one of those 3 so-called competitive matches, was against the mighty Queen's Park, the preeminent team at the time. Now, it says of that match, another match report, Gillespie of Queen's Park in general did not get much work to do, as McLaughlin, who played a great game, more particularly in the second half when he saved shots which might have baffled a more experienced man. So James continued until April the 19th, 1890. The semi-final of the Glasgow Charity Cup, and Celtic lost 2-0 to Third Lanark. However, the fault did not lie with James that Celtic were defeated that day, as another match report says, and this is quite unusual, the Celtic forwards did not combine as well as usual. I heard that? No, I won't go there. James continued to be a Celtic man for the rest of his days. James became a preeminent referee. He was held in high esteem by clubs in Scotland and beyond for his sense of authority and his even-handedness, and he became a much sought after referee and was the refereeing representative of Celtic. Now, we believe a call has been made this morning to the SFA for that fine tradition to be resurrected and to have our own refereeing representative once more. So James continued to be held in high esteem by the club, so much so that he was offered a place in the director's box. Such was the esteem in which he was held. And obviously he passed on his love of this great football club to his family. And we're here today to honour the memory of James McLaughlin.